Approximately 49 million Super Nintendo consoles were sold worldwide, with 23 million of those units sold in America and 17 million sold in Japan. Although it could not quite repeat the success of the NES, which sold 61 million units, the Super Nintendo was the best-selling console of its era. Over 3 decades have passed since the Super Nintendo graced our living rooms in the early 90s. Yet this 16-bit wonder continues to captivate gamers young and old. Even in the age of cutting-edge graphics and immersive virtual reality, the Super Nintendo still holds a special place in the hearts of gamers. Today we dive deep into why the SNES remains a beloved fixture in the world of gaming. But the question still remains: why do people continue to play this console decades after its release? When the Super Nintendo was released in 1991 in North America, it wasn't just another gaming console. It was a cultural phenomenon, competing directly with the Sega Genesis. The Super Nintendo brought about what many consider the golden age in gaming. Titles like Super Mario World, The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, and Super Metroid weren't just games. They were experiences that shaped the industry and set the standard for future generations. These games introduced innovative mechanics, compelling narratives, and unforgettable soundtracks. They weren't just about playing, they were about creating lasting memories. For many, the Super Nintendo is synonymous with their childhood, a time when gaming was pure and filled with wonder. The console's impact extended beyond just the games and hardware. It was a significant player in the quote-unquote console wars of the early 90s, a period marked by fierce competition and marketing battles between Nintendo and Sega. This rivalry spurred innovation and creativity, ultimately benefiting gamers with a diverse and rich library of games. But nostalgia alone isn't enough to keep the SNES alive in the hearts of gamers. What truly sets it apart is the timeless gameplay and design. Unlike some modern games that rely heavily on graphics and complex mechanics, Super Nintendo games are a masterclass in simplicity and elegance. Their pixel art style and straightforward controls ensure that they age gracefully. Consider Donkey Kong Country, with its groundbreaking use of pre-rendered 3D graphics on a 16-bit system, or Super Mario Kart, which introduced the world to the kart racing genre. These games are still fun and challenging today, a testament to their impeccable design and enduring appeal. Moreover, the SNES library boasts an impressive variety of genres and innovative gameplay mechanics that continue to influence modern game design. Classics like The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past set a high standard for action-adventure games with its intricate puzzles and expansive world. Super Metroid perfected and invented the Metroidvania genre, blending exploration and progression in a seamless experience that many developers still strive to emulate. Additionally, RPGs such as Final Fantasy VI and Chrono Trigger delivered rich storytelling and complex character development, captivating players with their epic narratives and emotional depth. This diversity in high-quality titles ensures that the Super Nintendo remains a beloved console, not just for nostalgic reasons, but because its games still offer an unparalleled gaming experience. Speaking of nostalgia, I could go on for hours about how much the Super Nintendo means to me. But I want to know what you think. Let me know some of your favorite memories playing the Super Nintendo or its games in the comments below. It will be great reading other people's experiences with my favorite console. In recent years, we've witnessed a resurgence in retro gaming. Collectors and enthusiasts scour flea markets, online auctions, and retro gaming stores to find pristine Super Nintendo consoles and cartridges. There's a certain thrill in owning a piece of gaming history, a tangible connection to the past. This resurgence isn't just about collecting, it's also about preservation. Organizations and communities dedicated to video game preservation work tirelessly to ensure that these classic games and their hardware are not lost to time. Emulators and re-releases like the SNES Classic Edition have also made these games more accessible to a new generation of gamers, allowing them to experience the charm and challenge of the Super Nintendo titles firsthand. Beyond the joy of collecting and preserving, retro games have influenced contemporary game development. Indie game developers often draw inspiration from SNES-era titles, creating new games with pixel art graphics and simple yet engaging gameplay mechanics reminiscent of the 16-bit era. This blend of old and new highlights the timelessness of the Super Nintendo's design philosophy. Moreover, the thriving community around retro gaming with forums, social media groups, and conventions fosters a shared appreciation and deeper understanding of gaming history. It's a testament to the SNES's legacy that it continues to inspire and bring together gamers of all ages, proving that great design and fun gameplay never go out of style. Emulation has made it easier than ever to enjoy Super Nintendo games. Whether on a smartphone, computer, or modern console, fans can easily access a vast library of Super Nintendo titles. This convenience has helped keep the spirit of the Super Nintendo alive, making it possible for anyone to experience its magic. Emulators faithfully reproduce the gameplay and visuals of the original hardware, often enhancing the experience with features like save states and graphical enhancements that can make classic games look better than ever. Moreover, like Nintendo themselves, offer services such as the Nintendo Switch Online that ensures that playing these classic games can be both accessible and above board, preserving the integrity and availability of the Super Nintendo's storied catalog. The influence of the Super Nintendo extends beyond individual gaming experiences. It has fostered a vibrant community of fans and content creators who produce reviews, retrospectives, and playthroughs, sharing their love and knowledge of these games with a global audience. Online platforms like YouTube and Twitch have become hubs for Super Nintendo content, where both nostalgic players and curious newcomers can watch gameplay, learn about game development history, and discuss strategies. This community-driven content helps keep the legacy of the Super Nintendo alive and relevant, ensuring that the knowledge and appreciation of these classic games are passed down to future generations. The enduring popularity of Super Nintendo games is a testament to their timeless appeal and the lasting impact they have had on the world of gaming. The cultural impact of the Super Nintendo extends far beyond the realm of gaming. Iconic characters like Mario, Link, and Samus have transcended their origins to become influential figures in broader pop culture, inspiring movies, TV shows, and a vast array of merchandise. The Super Nintendo era introduced many beloved franchises and characters that left an indelible mark on the cultural landscape, influencing generations of fans and creators. This period in gaming history saw the birth of storytelling techniques and game design principles that are still prevalent today. The music, art style, and innovative gameplay of the Super Nintendo titles have influenced countless artists and developers, ensuring the legacy of the Super Nintendo continues to resonate in contemporary media and entertainment. The console's impact is evident in the ongoing popularity of its characters and the continued homage paid to its groundbreaking games in various forms of entertainment. The Super Nintendo also boasts a vibrant community of fans who keep the console alive through a variety of passionate endeavors, such as speedrunning, fan art, active participation in online forums. Speedrunning events like Games Done Quick showcase the incredible skill and dedication of players who master these games, often completing them in astonishingly fast times and utilizing techniques the original developers never imagined. These events not only highlight the depth and complexity of Super Nintendo games, but also raise significant funds for charity, further cementing the console's positive impact on the community. Additionally, fan art and fan-made modifications, or ROM hacks, continue to breathe new life into classic titles, offering fresh experiences and challenges for longtime fans and newcomers alike. The enduring appeal of the Super Nintendo also lies in its community. Enthusiasts gather at conventions, participate in online forums, and share their love through social media, creating a vibrant and supportive network. This community-driven passion ensures that knowledge, appreciation, and enthusiasm for the Super Nintendo are continually passed down. Additionally, the resurgence of retro gaming in pop culture, fueled by influencers and content creators, keeps the Super Nintendo relevant and accessible. Whether through physical cartridges or digital emulation, the magic of the Super Nintendo is more reachable than ever, bridging the gap between past and present and ensuring its legacy endures for future generations. So, why do people still play the Super Nintendo? Because it's not just a console, it's a legacy of joy, innovation, and timeless fun. The Super Nintendo represents a golden age of gaming where imagination and innovation were paramount. As long as there are those who appreciate these qualities, the Super Nintendo will continue to live on. Its games offer a pure, unadulterated form of entertainment that transcends generations. New players discover the console's charm, and veterans return to it, seeking the comfort of familiar favorites and the thrill of discovering hidden gems they may have missed. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching. This was a lot of fun to make. If you hadn't been able to tell, the Super Nintendo is my favorite console. I have so many good memories playing it, but I want to know what you think. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts on the Super Nintendo, on your favorite gaming memories, on everything. If you liked this video, please leave a like. If you didn't, that other button seems to work pretty well too. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing for a plethora of gaming related content. And while we're talking about the Super Nintendo, if you're interested in how the graphics gradually evolved to be this perfect as they are, check out this video right here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.